Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I am streaming the Lord of the Rings Online. I will be switching over from the Moria instances because we finished all of those, except the Watcher. I guess I should put that little disclaimer that we have not done the Watcher at the Vile Maw. At least we actually started it but never killed him. That was quite a while ago anyway. But the point of that is we are moving on to the Lothlorien instances, and for some reason YouTube will not switch the thumbnail, so it looks like it's the same old thumbnail that it used to be, and we are running with the same group. We got the Captain, Yugal, and Annie the Hunter, so I will probably be tanking. This should be a lot easier because we'll be running 3-mans to start this. It looks like the Captain might be AFK. Nope, there he is. All good then. But I do not have my first stage yet. We'll have to run Turtle for that. That will be the easiest way, mainly because there's nothing on the auction hall, and based on the prices of other allies, I want to be able to afford it anyway, and I'm not sure I'd want to do that when I'm only one Turtle run away from being able to get a guaranteed ally, and then you always have the random chance. But we can go ahead and do this. I guess I should join the Discord there. But yeah, for anyone unfamiliar, I know I'm starting the stream a little bit later than my past few, but this is about when I would normally start my streams, just based on my schedule. The past few days had to start them a bit earlier, so I wanted to get that out of the way as well. Hello. Do y'all have any preference for which one we do first? So as far as the instances we're doing, that's what I was just asking. We have water wheels and mirror halls. Sounds like the captain needs the Moraval and mirror halls, so we can start with that one and just launch it up here and go ahead and go. Hopefully my thumbnail actually decided to work this time. I guess I could look at my channel if I go to like YouTube/Louis7. That would probably be best. So I have actually been in this one. This is what I recognize it. I have no idea what to do though. Oh, thanks. I was just asking if you all know what to do, because I don't know what to do, but I have been in this one. I just don't remember it at all. Yeah, that's kind of what I remember, but I have no idea what to actually do. But yeah, this is kind of like the... Okay, the thumbnail did update. It was just kind of bothering me, but... Anyway... It reminds me of Forgotten Treasury, because I thought maybe I was confusing it with Forgotten Treasury because you had to turn stuff in that, not necessarily mirrors. But yeah, I think you have to do a certain order, and maybe make the light go off a certain way. Unfortunately, I think I mentioned this is a 3-man, so it is going to be a lot easier than the 6-mans we were doing. One of the 6-mans was fairly easy. Oh, I was also playing my high-level Warden earlier, so I was like only doing 5k damage. It very briefly made me wonder what was up, because I was doing like 40k on my higher level Warden on Arkenstone, which you all will see the gameplay of that in the near future. Looks like Annie might know what to do. She turned that mirror at least. Okay. I think there might be a guide on the wiki for this one. I'm not sure. If you want me to look that up, I can. Do you just have to like make the light go a certain way? Okay, well we can try it to start. It's more fun, I think, to learn stuff along the way. So these are 2 elite mobs. And the reason I kind of bring this up is because in one of the 6-mans, we had a lot of groups like this where it was just elite mobs and not like elite masters like some of the other 6-mans. So that one was kind of weird. It was the first 6-man we ran, I think Phil Goshen. It was more like a 3-man. So there's already a boss, Frosttail. And I just realized I'm in DPS spec. That's why I don't have aggro right now. I was kind of wondering, I'm like, I should be drawing aggro, and then I realized I don't even have my force taunt. And I noticed Annie was dying as well. Okay. I have switched to tank now, sorry about that. Well, I got a wood chest already. We got some loot. That's a good start. Gallerist. That is not going to be an upgrade. We got, yeah, at the end of last stream. I forgot we actually ran Turtle at the end of last stream instead of after it. That I just ran it real quick. But yeah, we got that spear, which was an upgrade from my other weapon, but still need an LI. So we gotta make the light go over here, is what I'm guessing. So we probably have to turn this one. Or not? Does only one have a lever? Okay. So this one is pointing... Yeah, this one needs to turn. Looks like Annie's got that. Well, there we go. I think I should get this cracked mirror shard. Don't know what it does. Yeah, I assumed it was part of a deed since it didn't have a quest thing with it. And I do... Oh no. I do have the quest. That could have been a really bad fall, I think, if I just fell straight down. But to look at the quest, I have... I also just picked this up before I started the stream. This to do all of these instances. I don't know if we'll get to that, but that's a ton of instances for Legendary Moria there. And I get 5 of those legendary coins in Moria, but yeah, this is the room I actually remember. Yeah, I really recognize this room. I didn't recognize as much above, and maybe that's why last time I was here, maybe this is where I was getting kind of lost with my group. That was a long time ago. That was back when my original character would have been this level, so it would have been probably about Rise of Isengard release time, somewhere around there. Could even have been a little bit before maybe, but potentially after as well, I'm not sure exactly. And this is a lot smoother, the 3-man. I know we eventually got like pugged the last few spots in our last few 6-mans because they were pretty tough. Dark Delvings, that one was kind of surprising. I don't know, it's just kind of straightforward and quick compared to the other Moria instances. But yeah, I basically didn't have to pay attention at all on that because we got another tank and another healer, and it's just the hunter and me as far as like our group goes. So I should get this other shard, I think. That's part of the deed I was working on that I just got. Looks like I am getting progress on my quest, so that is a good thing, I think. Yeah, I think they're for a deed. Guess we can go up these steps. This part's pretty fun because there's a lot to AoE here and I have a lot of AoE. I plan to. I might be... my kind of weekend schedule, I'm just not sure what's going on, but I will try to make that. I want to make it. So Darn Arbogad is tomorrow, and I was going to talk to y'all about that. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually been able to make one of the raids. It's like... Okay. Oh, looks like I missed a ramp. Oh, that's where Annie went. I should just follow Annie instead of going my own way. I was just going down this path. I didn't even see the ramp, actually. I think I was able to get a little bit of aggro. It sounds like we need to get a mirror up here. But yeah, the last time I was actually able to do something with my kin, I know we did Rift, went back to that, but... oh yeah, I have that one skill. Hold up, we gotta see how good this is. I gain 102 morale, okay. That's not that good, but that in combination with 52 morale. You know, 150 morale per mob, it's not great, but it's better than just the weak one alone. So that is shining. This one's actually, I thought it would be more complicated with the order you like turn mirrors in or whatever. Are they facing the right way now? Honestly, I can't tell if they're facing. Okay. Don't follow Annie. I was going to go this way, but thought I would take the turn. So I went back to Arid Mithrin on my Warden, on Arkenstone. I know I kind of abandoned questing in that, but it still has some neat things about it. But I was looking at the landscape. I know that's one thing I've been paying a little bit more attention to lately. Trying to see if the stuff from update 24 actually have a valid reason for it to bother me or not, but is this, oh, this is a mirror. Uh-oh. Okay, that is pointing somewhere now. That is pointing down there. Oh, that's pointing at that mirror, so we probably gotta turn that mirror somehow. Okay. Yeah, there's another mirror, the one that's just like lit pointing straight down across from me. Can we turn that one somehow, do you know? Oh, they're fighting somebody. I don't even know where. Oh, Annie dropped down. Maybe they both dropped down. I was paying attention to the mirrors though. Fortunately, we got there in time to save Annie. She probably could have handled it anyway, but targeting a lever. Oh, there's one way down there. Okay, so this one points up to that one, which isn't pointing anywhere. Oh, we might need to turn this one. Did we get the one down here? Oh, you are kind of across from me. I feel like we might need to turn that one, and whatever angle it goes at might... Gosh, I'm messing up my game. It's really bad, but whichever angle that goes at is probably what we need, is my guess at least. No. I fell a little bit too far, but there's a mirror right above me with a lever there. I'll try to find my way back up. I think I see the path. Fell a little bit too far there. But yeah, to go back to Arid Mithrin and the landscape, there were parts of it that actually I thought were really good that I don't remember seeing before, and of course that's kind of the whole paying attention to stuff. So we got that mirror, okay. Oh, so now we're on these mirrors. Well, I'm back with them, having some slowness with my game. It's one thing I will say is the FPS was horrible in that zone. It was quite bad. And I even turned my graphics settings down, but it did not help that much. I don't remember it used to being that bad. As bad as it was like basically 30 to 40 FPS and really kind of clunky with it, inconsistent, and what do they call that, stuttery? Yeah, it felt just really stuttering, which is also a problem a lot of people see. And I noticed on the 64-bit client in that new zone, I didn't go to the Ironfold zone, Arid Mithrin, but in the new zone with update 24, the Veils of Anduin, it did not have that issue. So that is one thing with the 64-bit client to look out for as well. At least for me, that I'd be excited for. But as far as the zone goes, the landscape, thinking back with the Arid Mithrin there, does this need one more turn maybe? Oh yeah, it's pointing at this one, so we need this one to point right somewhere. Oh, right to that? Oh no. There we go. Okay, so that's what we needed. Oh, I still need Relics of Interest. I think those are dropped from mobs though. Yeah, it looks like the relics of interest drop from the Morrible, so should be able to get enough, I would hope. There's another one over here. I want to make sure I actually get aggro on her. Kind of annoying having the broken leg just because it slows me so much. That's always annoying, of course, but you know, I was thinking it's kind of more annoying in this situation, but we're honestly not moving around that much, so it's actually more annoying, I would say, when just trying to run. Even though I am trying to, like, move around a little bit and make sure I get on both of these mobs. I don't know if they're healing or this one just didn't take as much damage as I thought it did. I know Annie switched to my target, but she's got a bleed on her. All the ones with eyes are scary in this game. That one does a little bit of damage, but not way too much. Oh, this mob's dying slow. I'm just like here using Warcry thinking it's about to die. There we go. So yeah, getting the rings. Oh no, we have to point this mirror somewhere as well. Okay. I guess that should be expected. I mean, it is the mirror hall. Should expect mirrors everywhere. Okay, so I still need 3 more, it looks like, so 2 more after this. Well, we got a wood chest for that. I don't even remember killing a boss, but I'll take the chest. Got some medium armor. That would not be an upgrade for me. It'd be slightly like defensive upgrade. I can roll on it. Let me just make sure I don't... Yeah, she probably won't want that. Yeah, I have definitely not been to like this part. I know I said I recognized a little bit early, but I think kind of stopped whenever I ran it with whoever I was running it with way back at that one room that I said I remembered, kind of with the bats, I think. I think we're just going down here. I'm waiting to see what's going on, basically. So yeah, we're in the mirror halls of Lumulnar. This seems, I don't know. It's like a more open room, a little bit less mirrory, but there's still mirrors, and I wouldn't quite call these hallways, but they're hallway-ish. If they just put walls, they would be hallways, so they're probably hallways anyway. Let's see. Yep. Thought I might be going the wrong way, and I saw the hunter stop. I think this is a mirror right here, actually. And I'm using goad for some... Oh, I had battle preparation up, and I didn't even realize I was using that. Having trouble actually hitting this mob. There we go. Okay, those two should get me aggro. Yeah. I always have a force taunt. I don't know why I'm hesitant to use it right there. Doubt that went the right way. Do you know which way this one needs to face? Okay. Sounds like we can just do this and then figure out. We might have to run back to this one because there's no like light shining near it. That's kind of weird. So apparently there are only the Morrible on one side each time on this instance. I don't know if it has to do with like the mirrors trying to get them to go whichever way you want them to go, but that is kind of odd, I think. Is it just me or is this mob taking like no damage? It must have been that thing, because now she's taking a ton of damage. It's like, this is an elite, it should be dying a lot quicker, even if it was like a tougher mob though. Morale should be chipping down a little bit more, I think. And yeah, something was going on with whatever corruption she had going on. Go ahead and get the Shattered Mirror Shard, so I will need the Large Mirror Shard next, which I do not see at this point. Okay, so there's a light shining on that one, which means we need to turn this one probably. Oh, that one's facing down, so that one's going straight across. Like, I see that one down there. Oh, there's another light shining down on this one. So if I turn this one, probably need to turn this one to the middle, would be my guess at least. Yeah, so that one is now facing... Do they all need to face the middle eventually? Okay. So I'll go ahead and turn this one to the middle, unless it bounces off another one. That one's coming from somewhere. Oh, it's bouncing that way. It might be bouncing... Okay, so that one's already bouncing to that mirror. We need to get another one, I think. Okay, this one, it looks like all the corner ones have a source of light on them. There's still this one, I'm working on it. I didn't actually see the light source pointing down on that one, so this one should just need one more lever turn, and it should face the middle the right way. There we go. And if the one... wait. Hold up. That ain't it. This facing... okay. Okay, so I think I have this mirror pointing at this one, but that one can't go anywhere. We might need to turn them, is what I'm thinking. Do we need to turn like all of them, rotate them? Okay, so I'm gonna set the corner one I'm at on the northeast to the east one. So I'm considering like that's the northeast, and we'll turn this one. One more, and it should still turn the light since I switched that mirror, and we'll just have to switch that mirror to be going the other way. One more. A lot of turns for this one, but it'll eventually get there, I think. Okay, so that one goes back to the middle. Okay, so yeah, he's moving this one, and then this is running into the same issue, I think, though. I don't know if there's anywhere else it can bounce off of, but let's see. That got it going. Okay, I think we need the one across now that's getting that light. Oh, did we already get all of them, it looks like? Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I already had that, like, pointing in the middle. Oh, I didn't realize this was the boss fight when I dropped. Well, here we go. Man, she's actually doing a lot of damage to me. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't do that while moving. I was like, I should be able to do that even in combat. Oh no, she's just wiping my hope. Oh well. Hopefully they can live through it. I was taking a lot of damage there, I guess, for a 3-man. I was taking more damage than some of the others, so it's... Oh no. Right when I get my bleed. Okay, I messed up my bar a little bit. Okay, this is a time I actually think Exaltation of Battle will be quite useful for me. Should get a decent amount of healing with that now. A ton of dots. I don't know if the captain's able to help remove any. Failed challenge? Oh, I didn't even pay attention to the challenge if I failed that on accident. Yeah, I just honestly did not look at it at all. Okay. Let Annie take damage for a little bit. Don't worry, get to that. Okay. I just wanted to get a little comfortable with my health, and since she was living fine. Okay, now we can go back to dealing damage, I think. Still taking a lot of damage, but I think it's safe to start dealing damage. And I somehow have the boot built up, which we will fix that. Yeah, that's good. Sounds like killing them horrible. They failed the challenge that I didn't know existed, but count for deeds and things like that. The captain's working on that, I think. Okay, we are going to use a power potion here. Actually, I should use the Dark Before Dawn. I need to use that for the deed anyway. Get my clash trait points. There we go. That don't matter all too much. I'm on blue line right now anyway, so I can't really see. They don't matter hardly at all for blue line compared to red line anyway. But yeah, for blue line, I just get a little bit of damage, and it'd take quite a while to get to that point. Yeah, I still need actually 2 more quest items, but that's no problem. I would have thought I would have gotten all those, but we didn't actually end up having to kill all that many Morrible. Do y'all know why I have so much dread and this thing is attacking me? Oh, okay. Yeah, apparently it's a 1-minute debuff. That's kind of funny. I have 10 dread and this thing is just like attacking me and then even stun me. He's not doing damage, but it's kind of annoying, and he's slowing me. Oh, there we go. Well, that one was interesting. I kind of liked it overall. It was fun figuring out the mirrors without looking up anything, but kind of knowing the general idea, and having the hunter, she seemed to know what she was doing and knew in general where to point them. That helped as well with that. Alright, you all good for water wheels now? I have not. Yeah, definitely have not done this one. I know the other one I said I entered and went to kind of that first big room. I am not new to the game. I just started playing after Moria, so I haven't run any of these instances. And a lot of the ones I have run have been the ones they've changed to scalable. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I'll finally be familiar with stuff again with Mirkwood, and then have run a little bit of Isengard, but since that doesn't scale, I'm not as familiar with it. That was actually the first time I did in-game was with Dragok. Yes, I was. So yeah, he was asking if I was also a warden when I did Dragok the first time. And I was. I assume I was a bad warden, but I don't know. I know another warden was a tank, and our kin. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of my issue in the spring. Like the past couple months I wasn't playing as much because of school. Yeah, it just finished a couple weeks ago actually. Oh, that's nice. My sisters are actually in high school still, but they don't finish for like another couple weeks. In Louisville, Kentucky. He's asking where I live. This is kind of awkward talking about it on the stream, but you all know that. At least some people that have watched me. It's come up a few times, but it doesn't really come up too often. Some people are curious from where I'm from. And whenever it comes up, I'm always curious if people think I have an accent. Because some people say I do, and I've actually had a few people tell me they think I'm Asian before I tell them where I am, which is kind of odd. I have no idea where we're going. This is like leading nowhere to me. That's okay. I have no idea what we're doing. This is just like running across this area, I guess. This is an interesting place. This is in Water Wheels, so it makes sense. Or it's actually called Water Wheels, but it's in, what's that place called? Waterworks, I think? Waterworks. That might be it. I don't know what I'm thinking with Waterworks. Can't really view the map here. Fortunately, I'm not too worried about dying, but if I go to Eriador and... well, let's just go to the Shire. Oh, not Eregion. I guess you can't go to Moria there, but Moria, yeah, the Waterworks, that's the name of the zone. That's what I thought it was, but thought I would check. I accidentally didn't see where they went, so found where they went. That was a very short fall to break my leg. It's only 6 seconds, though. And with Forced March, I should catch up pretty quickly to them. What is this, Song Brother? Okay, that's what I thought it looked like, a minstrel thing, but then remembered it was actually Captain, which makes sense. Blue Line Captain. Brother buff. Oops. Oh man. I just I can try to find my way. That was, I just like kept running and fell down. I wonder if I can drop anywhere safely. There's like, I think I can drop right here. Oh, I tried to drop to you, but it killed me when I just dropped down. Like I fell on the platform, but it still killed me from misadventure apparently. Okay, well I can just run this time, I don't mind. That was kind of funny though, because I expected, you know, I just jumped down on the ramp on the path on the instance and it was like, nope. I guess that's to prevent cheating, skipping a little bit in this instance would be my guess on that. Oh yeah, this is actually pretty close to where we were. But yeah, if I had to guess, that would be the reason. I jumped like right here. Well, I think I run way faster than him, so he's kind of getting left behind. But yeah, I jumped right there. It was just from up there, but not like that. I almost did it again. That it just like ends there. And, oh man. Well, I'm glad I did not fall that time, but that was close. That would have been pretty embarrassing if I actually did that again. It was already embarrassing enough almost doing it again. The first time, you know, but yeah, fit. The second time, not good. I just pulled a lever. Yeah, is it just for, I think, another deed like the other mirrors? So he's going to open this for us, and we can get a flower, it sounds like. Oh, and some lizards. This is an interesting instance. I could see it being a little bit annoying to run multiple times. I guess we jump here. Swim fast. I actually tested it once, and I'm pretty sure you swim faster jumping. My legs are broken. I don't know how Annie avoided that, but there we go. But yeah, I tested it once, and you actually swim faster with jumping. It can be kind of annoying, but it'll make you go faster at least. Oh, and I just used the boot for some weird reason. Okay, there we go. Back on track with my actual skills. Oh, these do hardly any damage. Oh, and there's the captain. So it looks like we popped up right near him. I think he had to kill a couple mobs, but it's all good, I think. Yeah, if you don't mind. Sounds like we're getting this flower as well. We'll have to kill some cave rockworms. Maybe one. Oh no, he fell off this time. I don't know where. See it being easy to fall off. Not just because I did, but because he could be like just looking, and I don't know if that's what he was doing or how he fell off, but could just in general see that being a problem. Might as well kill some mobs, I figure, while waiting. You know, we'll go through the whole big chain. Wow, he actually died real fast when the hunter got here. I guess she had a lot of burst DPS to start that. I don't know. I was honestly killing some mobs while waiting. Just a little bit impatient over here. Okay, yeah, it's open now. Hey Maya Lackman. I actually got a notification earlier. It was before I started the stream, but thank you for subscribing. I saw that it says 3 hours ago, so that would have been before I started this, but I do appreciate that. Ooh, I'm actually taking a decent chunk of damage. Need to heal up, I guess, with the 2 elites. I don't know where Annie went. That's okay. I do miss her DPS a little bit, though. Unusual plant. So this is... Oh, I wish it would say how many I need. It actually probably did, but I didn't have a chance to check. Okay, we're done with it. Yep. I don't even know if this is where we go, but this was like where the path led. I don't want to get going too far without the captain. Just thought I'd kill some of the mobs waiting for him. You love LOTRO, and there aren't enough LOTRO YouTubers. Yeah, there aren't all that many. And I love LOTRO as well. Also glad you think my voice is soothing. I have a lot of the heritage runes. Finally getting a lot of those stacked up. I know I'll need a lot for my first stage, which we will get either after this or after Halls of Crafting. Okay, I was going to follow Annie, but the captain said there's a flower up on this one. Yeah, I was just following Annie. I see a lever up here, and then the gate blocking it. Well, I'll pull this. He said I can pull it and it opens a shortcut. Okay, and you said there's a flower up here? Okay. Is it up more, or I see just another open area here? But there are also staircases up again. I went up to the top and pulled the lever and went through the gate, and I see more staircases up. I'm going up these now. I am not seeing any flower. This is like back where we started, I think. Oh, okay. Oh, so this opens a shortcut down to here. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay, I see. This is like a shortcut, I guess. If you go back to the entrance, you can just get back here. Yeah. Well, that's nice. I know some instances have things like that, and it can be nice if you do happen to wipe a lot. Oh, I totally missed these ones. I just saw the ones in the back. Here it is. Okay, and this is the last one I need, so that's good. Ooh, I could be Gardener of the Deep. Do I want Gardener of the Deep or Gambit Master? I like Gambit Master a little bit too much. Oh yeah, since I re-equipped my spear, I now have that great cosmetic again. The Orc Skewer. He looks like a boss. He really does. He's bigger than the other lizards, I think. Well, maybe not too much bigger. It's a little bit bigger, but I thought he looked like really big compared to the other lizards we were seeing, but not all that much bigger. Looks like another boss, Lesser Karog. So we defeat the Karog or Sarag? I don't know how you're supposed to say that, but oh, I didn't mean to roll on that weapon. How did? That's weird. He just like died right here. It said by Misadventure. Misadventure defeated Yugol, but I have no idea if that was like that thing. Well, so okay, it says defeat on the challenge. It says defeat the one in the southern room or the western room. This looks like the east on the map, so I don't know if we should kill this guy here. Okay. Oh, I see. Is this one? Okay. So this one's a matter of the platform and the other one's kind of the gate. We need to find a lever for those. Okay. Alright, well, okay, I'm fine doing either way then. I don't care too much for the challenge, so. Yeah, it sounds like we'd have to do a lot and find a lot of levers. Yeah. Yeah, I think from what I played with him, he seems to know a lot of these and ran a lot of this stuff back in the day. Because I ran, when I was doing like the first set of Moria instances back when I was playing with my kin a little bit more. Oh man. Ooh. I wasn't quite ready to take that much damage. I could have done some stuff to prevent that, but that's fine. What was I going on about? Well, I could have done stuff to prevent the death, but anyway, I'll get to your question there. You rolled a minstrel today, and you've been playing 10 years, but only played guardians and hunters. Any tips for a mini? Well, minstrel is one of my least played classes. It's probably my second least played class, maybe third least played. So don't have too much to offer. I would say if you're having trouble with difficulty, you can kite a lot and cast stuff while moving, similar to a blue line hunter. And you also do have your self heals. I'm trying to think if I have anything specific for minstrels. Not sure if I have too much. I enjoy playing the yellow line, but it's not really the best. I have 4 more hope tokens. Used a lot of hope tokens, but can use that. Also got some food I'll eat. My character gets hungry, so got her some food. Okay, so it sounds like he is getting some scrolls for us. Wording lore, so we have increased mitigation. What is my mitigation with that? I'm capped on the physical, but still need some tactical. Okay, is there anything I should know with this fight? Okay, sounds like it's a tank and spig type fight. I assume stay out of those things that look like they just totally smush you, but yeah, I'm not really been thinking about the minstrel a little bit. But can't think of anything specific at this moment. Oh wait, I'm taking a ton of damage from him. Should probably use Dance of War then. Oh, nope. He'll just kill me anyway. I think either he's gonna res me, or they could probably finish it from here without me anyway, but we'll go ahead and taunt him and let the hunter do the damage and kill him. Oh, you assumed I was a minstrel expert because the first vid I watched was a minstrel leveling guide. Oh yeah, so I did that trait build guide for them. That was a little while ago. That's one I kind of need to update. And it's just kind of because I haven't played a minstrel in a while. I'm a little bit less experienced on them right now compared to what I probably used to be. Because there have been some periods where I played like my minstrel a lot and gotten more familiar with their stuff. Get this lockbox, I think that is for a quest or something. So yeah, I got my medallions of Lothlorien. So we still have 2 more instances to run. One thing I will say is they buff the, what are they called, ballads? Yeah, the ballads a lot. So that is a good thing. It makes their DPS a lot more sustained than it used to be instead of burst oriented. So it used to be a lot more burst oriented and you'd have some periods without... He said something looks really cool, but only the necklace was dropped here. And that's fine if you're a talker in streams. It's good to have interactions like that. I enjoy it. Usually I've been streaming a little bit earlier the past few days, kind of about 3 hours ago is when I'd be streaming. But this is my more normal time, so it was a little bit busier back then, which was kind of nice to see for myself, but yeah. So I did plan on running Halls of Crafting. I know that is a 6-man, so we can maybe see if anybody else wants to join, if you all want to run it. Jin just came on. I know she ran some stuff with us. Okay, so we have 3 out of 6 for that, and we need 3 more. We have quite a few people higher level on at this time as well. So that's one good thing. Yep, I actually thought she'd want to join, so that's good. We might be able to do it with 4 people. I'm kind of doubting we could have with 3 people. Oh, it's almost tempting to get one of these first stages, but they're so much worse than level 60 ones. What's I don't know what these look like. The sword? Okay, that one's kind of ugly. In a way, it's got some neat things. That sword's actually pretty neat looking for one in LOTRO. The spear, you know, it's kind of neat, but I really love Orc Skewer. The mace mace in LOTRO, actually, I think that's really nice looking. The axe is okay. Dagger is decent. Hammer is very hammer looking. It looks like I need to hammer nails with that and not hammer goblins. The javelin actually looks a little bit different than the spear, I think. Usually those things just look the same. Yeah, they look a little bit different. The club looks like the mace, and I would not expect that. So that's kind of nice for a club as well. Okay, looks like we have whatever going on. I think Jin can heal, and then Penny there can... Oh yeah, she has a minstrel, and then I think she's also on a hunter. No, maybe not. She has a hunter, I think, but she's on her guardian. But anyway, yeah, well, sounds like we'll get a pretty decent group for this, and shouldn't need to pug it at all. Barter exchange trader. We'll just check out what this guy has. Oh, he has. We can, yeah, trade these things for the medallions of Moria, and I need to find something to spin my medallions of Moria on. So. Good to remember we have these. Looks like I can get medallions of Moria through a lot of things. But yeah, the medallions of Moria, I do want to double check before I spin them on anything like that. So not train Warden skills. I was reading Kin chat, they're catching up with what people are doing, but I think the minstrel is joining us. We have barter items. Yeah, so here's all my medallions of Moria stuff. And I've looked through... Wait, sorry, what were you asking? Oh no, that's fine. Okay, sounds like the captain's taking a minute AFK, which... Again, it's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to double check through all of these to make sure I don't want them. And if I really wanted them for some reason, I could always go back and just farm a few instances to get the stuff. But I already got a few pieces. I could get, I guess, some more pieces. I could get like the chest piece just to have another mitigation option. That's a possibility. Maybe I'll do that if I see anything very mitigation based, because that will be helpful. And just a lot more defense space, so I could have a... Don't need physical mitigation. I know a lot of stuff has physical mitigation, but I actually don't even want that. Okay, so I think I need to invite Penicillin, if I can spell it. Oh, no. We'll just copy and paste. Oh, gone offline. Wait. Okay, sorry. I was waiting for Penny, but I didn't see that she said she had to leave. Okay. So I was confused with what was going on there, but yeah, I'll barter for these pieces of gear later. They're no big deal now. And Maya, thank you for joining the stream, and glad that you'll be around a bit more. And it's fine that you have to go for this one, of course. So we can do Halls of Crafting and try this as a 4-man. Oh, I already bartered that chest piece actually, so that works. I need... Where did I put my hunter? There it is. Okay, so once again, I don't know where I'm really going with this one. Well, that sounds exciting. Sounds like the first mob is the toughest. As So who's on healing now? Okay. Okay, so we have the Runekeeper healing. I'm fine with either. I think I can tank okay now. With some of my new gear pieces, I have a lot more morale. Okay. Well, sounds like we're good to go. I'm assuming everything pulls here. Oh, that took a decent hit there. Get Exaltation of Battle, get my morale taps. I really miss that style of Warden, getting all the morale taps and then getting your shield heals. It'll help me a decent amount here. I know they're a lot weaker. Used to be like every tick of those would heal me almost my full morale. Oh, they're actually doing a lot of damage. Good thing I got Never Surrender pop there. I don't know if I'm also doing something to make them do more damage to me, but yeah, we'll just kill them here. And seems okay. It is quite a bit tougher. A lot more elites in one group than the 3-mans. That's okay. I have a lot of different hots on me. I guess Rid of Health and then the Bombastic Inspiration. Kind of miss Runekeeper healing a little bit, playing it. It's just been a while since I've done that. I'll talk about it in a future video, which I keep talking about. But you all will see what it is in due time. What are we on? Surety of Death? That sounds good. One thing with streaming in the evening like this is there are a lot more trains going by at this time for some reason. Oh, I don't know if we go over there. Oh, they aren't. We can actually attack them. Wait, he got a new outfit he was talking about. Is that outfit 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh man, he has a lot of outfits going on. Might be 2. Weary Defender? Bunch of Weary Defenders. Okay, so I was reading these quests. There's Legendary, Moria, and the Challenge. For some reason, I thought the challenge said do not defeat Thagazug when I was looking at Thagazug, I guess his name is. Oh, that's a weird name. I would guess that's how it's pronounced, Thagazug. I thought the Z was before the U, so that's kind of odd. But anyway, I thought it said do not defeat Thagazug. I don't know if I can call him that. I might just call him Thagazug. But anyway. The other one I thought saw said defeat that, so I was like, that seems a little bit controversial. I see why this one is called halls, crafting halls, I guess, halls of crafting. There are actual hallways here, unlike the 16th hall. The 16th hall, I guess, started off with a hallway. Why am I using the boot? But it kind of started off with a hallway, but you know, well, maybe if you all were with that. That one was not really one big 16th hallway like I expected. I don't know if I really expected it, but that was ideally what it, just based on the name, what I thought it would be, could be, and maybe should be. After running it, I wouldn't say it was like a bad instance, and was bad the way it is, but just based on the name. Surety of Death and Brink of Victory. Oh, we actually need, not Exaltation of Battle. Actually, I have that thing in the rotation now, the name of that, my rotation of Warden skill names that I've been using, but Desolation, that's the other one. I took a lot of damage the first group. These ones seem to be easier, even though they're like the same mobs basically, it seems like to me, so it's kind of odd. And maybe we can kill this last goblin. This instance is pretty fun so far though. It's kinda not too much going on with it. Okay, we need to pull more. I can't just handle one group of 2 goblins at once. Okay, working on Desolation. There's actually a lot going on in this fight. Have aggro on everything, that's good. I don't mind trying to get a green in, but it's not the biggest deal. Yeah, didn't get it in. Well, took care of all of them. That was a pretty fun fight. Hopefully we run into a boss soon though. While this is fun what we're doing, I feel like there just needs to be something like a boss coming up. Preferably nowish, but I am not sure. It looks like it'll just be a lot of these little goblins to continue. But yeah, again, this is fun. I'm enjoying this instance. It's quite a bit different than the last one, even the last 2 that we ran. But I just feel like there might be a little something to break up the monotony of just killing the goblins here in groups of goblins. Like a little mini boss maybe, or full-fledged boss wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Oh. I'm guessing the hunter was just attacking stuff and then kind of had that auto attack or whatever. Oh no, they all ran away as soon as I used Surety of Death, so I think I only hit one of them with it, the one over there. Now I'll hit everything else with an even stronger gambit, and then use Surety of Death and bring it back with Brink of Victory and hit everything with that. First taunt them. That guy looks mad over there. That scout that I cannot attack. What do we need? Desolation. What we need is the Dark Before Dawn, because I have to work on that deed now. I'll have to work on that deed and then ambush at the same time, and it'll be just spamming Dark Before Dawn and ambush. If I look at my deed log, we have 5 out of 250. I thought that I heard that was 350. 250 is not too bad. It's still a lot. And I'm guessing you can do 25 a day, which, you know, is not the... I'd rather be able to do more a day. So here's a boss. Ambel. He looks like he'll be pretty simple, but maybe not. Okay, so sounds like we need to stand in the green. Alright. We'll try and ambush him, see how that goes. Ambush with flame, to be exact. So yeah, that actually works. Here I am losing the ads already. Okay, he actually has a lot of ads. I wasn't quite ready for this many. That's okay. They're all dying pretty easy. I think they're actually elites. They have hardly any morale for elites though. They're probably just classified as elites and more like normal mobs. I think health-wise they're more like normal mobs. They die to a few Warden AoEs, and the dot would kill them anyway from even one, so no big deal for me as long as I get like the initial dot hit at least and they just keep spawning. Oh man, that did a lot of damage to me, yeah. Yeah, that did 5,000, it was fire damage, so that would have been something with tactical mitigation that would help. Ooh, okay. I didn't see that they were dying, yeah. Well, it's all up to Jin. Yeah, I don't know about you all, but I took a lot of fire damage. One of the mobs hit me for like 5k twice. Yeah, I'll be sure to equip that. I also did pick up a tactical mitigation piece of gear, so that'll help. But yeah, I was like, I don't think I'll need this, but might as well equip it if it'll be useful for this fight. I like having my physical mastery, and the crit defense, I don't know if I noticed that too much. Those do... So it just reduces the magnitude of incoming. My modifier is 7%, so yeah, 500 is probably not too much, probably not the biggest deal. The crit defense on that, but I was curious how much it affected it, because there are a lot of pieces of gear with like 800, about the same amount of critical defense as we see tactical mitigation here, so that's kind of, I was just curious on that. Long run back for the captain, I think. We killed a lot of groups of goblins on our way to this boss. Oh yeah, and to look at my class deeds a little bit more, we have Dark Before Dawn again, that one. If it does cap out at 25 a day, that'd be kind of annoying, but I expect it to. This one caps at 35 a day, it's 350. Let's use Ambush, so that one I just gotta work on a little bit, but when I do both of these, or at least one of these, doesn't matter which one, I'll get Clash trait points. So I have vital points here. I'll just get like one more point in that for the blue line. So a lot of my trait points are less exciting coming up. I have like all my set bonuses. I think even the yellow line, it's the same case as the blue and red line. So yeah, they're a lot less exciting, and eventually I'll get a little bit of a damage boost, especially in the... There we go. In the... What was I don't know why I completely like lost my train of thought. The res distracted me, but... Oh, and the yellow line, or whatever, I have all the set bonuses and that stuff. I think I was saying in the red line, like when I get Bane of Shadows, that would help my damage a little bit, so those trait points would be exciting, but everything leading up to that is kind of boring. And in the blue line, it's kind of the same. I get increased damage, which as a tank warden isn't the most exciting, even though that's kind of what they excel at, doing damage while tanking. And also the light type damage, of course, with that would also be helpful eventually. Right. Okay. I don't know if I saw green, but I honestly wasn't paying too much attention, so I'll try to look for that. Oh, yeah. Okay, I was thinking like a puddle of green. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'll eat food and then I'll be ready to pull. Feel it ready. Okay, sounds like they're ready, so... There's my fire oil. Maybe we'll ambush him. And I am ready for the ads this time, so make sure to just force taunt him, and I'll have the ads in here. Oh, so I see the little buffs he gets, or debuffs or whatever, they're part of the blue, red, green, so that's plus 20% range damage, okay. And the green is plus 20% tactical damage. So the green gives him plus 20% tactical damage. I don't know, there might be another reason to keep him here, but that is a little bit concerning. No, oh, I didn't equip my chest piece. That's fine. I think we got this fight anyway. Yeah, he kept summoning ads last time. I don't know why he's not summoning ads. I wonder if it's he switched rooms. So last time he kept summoning ads during the fight. I don't know if it was like staying on the green maybe prevented that, but yeah, that was a lot smoother. That was like a lot easier than last time. Yeah, it might have been because I kept running him around a lot as well. Yeah, I don't need that. I use Warden shields anyway. Assume we go in here. Seems kind of like an exit, but just goes to another little area of this instance. Oh, I got my medallion of Moria. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that looted it, so I'm good on that. Here we are. This is no longer a hall, unfortunately. It's always fun. I didn't realize my morale's gone up so much. I know I'm in the blue line right now, but I just didn't know I was over like 14k with this, which is quite a lot, but even over like a solid 10 to 12k, that range. I don't remember exactly where I was at before at like level 59, but it's nice to see. When do I get Resounding Challenge? I'm pretty sure I don't have that. And I'm kind of curious what level you get that at. So for anybody maybe unfamiliar with what Resounding Challenge is, it's the Fist Shield, Fist Spear Gambit for Wardens and is a ranged attack. I believe in the ranged stance it does a dot as well, but in the melee stance it's just a ranged attack. I don't remember if it does haul too much, but oh no. I was not ready for this pull, just like ran up here a little bit too far, so they're all going to be on the healer, but the Force Taunt should be enough along with a simple hit here to get them off, I would hope. Plus this ranged dude, he's still targeting the Runekeeper. No, I almost did it really bad and called the Runekeeper a minstrel. I actually started with Exaltation of Battle there. That's kind of weird. It's just what I happen to have built, I think, in my little gambit preparation. Don't know why the scout wanted to run away. Well, actually, I do know why the scout wanted to run away. He was actually smart and wanted to avoid dying, but unfortunately, he did not stop running away and still decided to attack me, so not that smart. For some reason I thought that guy wasn't facing me and I somehow lost aggro on him. This has been kind of long. I didn't expect it to be. I don't know necessarily like super short, but for some reason I wasn't expecting anything long, even though we had all the Moria instances, which were really long. I don't know how much longer this has, but it's a pretty big instance, and again, not bad. I just feel like they could have a couple more bosses to split up all the trash fights, but at least these trash fights, I will say, are fun. It's kind of the same case as earlier. I really feel like we need to be getting to a boss at this point. But yeah, a lot of these Moria instances are really fun, and I think they could be also really fun if they scale to higher levels. Like a lot of the instances we see, and again, I know they're a bit longer, which might be a little bit of a deterrent for that, but if they really wanted to, they could split them into wings like Fornost and Great Barrow. Oh, here's a boss. So yeah, good timing with the boss on this one, I think. Could have been a little bit earlier. Guess we stay in here. Okay. Eat my food. I'm almost out of the resistance food. I'm already out of the regen food, but I think they're gonna go over the fight. Maybe. So is there anything I need to know about this fight? They're going on a little bit. Don't stand in the fire. That is alright. Yeah, don't stand in the fire apparently is what we avoid, so that's a very standard thing. Except I got a really long stun, which is not standard. Well, actually it sometimes is, but at least I was able to snap out of that stun, and he's almost dead, so it should be good. Yep. That was a pretty nice fight. We got the loot box, and that looks like a Warden shield just based on the icon. Yeah, that one is... Unfortunately, it's not an upgrade. But that one's like, almost. Runekeeper Stone of the Second Age. Oh yeah, Jenny probably wants that. But, the Runekeeper Stone, I could have saved that for my Runekeeper, but it's no big deal, especially like it's a Second Age, and I'll let the actual Runekeeper in the group have it. But I almost rolled on it without even paying attention. Oh, a little box to loot here. So I have leaky supply box, and then I'll have cracked and covered supply box after. Okay, so it sounds like we clear out the room and then we do some stuff. Apparently I decided to just pull two of these, so my javelin ambush was ambushing that one way over there, so it was kind of successful, I guess, because I actually ambushed him, but yeah. And then this fight, this room rather, not necessarily this fight, we gotta pull levers, I think, on each of these four things, and whenever we pull a lever we get like a big mob up there. I don't know, like mini boss style, or like a full-fledged 4 different bosses that we'll get. Probably could have pulled all these at once. I mean, they're elites. We've dealt with plenty of elites in this one. I'm actually kind of glad they're hitting the other ones so I can focus on this one, and they'll both die and I get to have my dots working a little bit. Okay, so should I stay at the top so I can get aggro? Okay. Sounds like the captain's taking care of pulling the levers so we can be up here. Oh, this one's actually a few different ads. It's like all of them at once. I expected a boss, but yeah, it's just like a group of mobs, at least this one. Maybe the last one's a boss, I don't know. Trying to hit the one far off. I think one of my gambits did hit him. Oh, actually two of them did. Of course Brink of Victory did, but Desolation did as well. Now we have Surety of Death. Why not? Brink of Victory again, Desolation. All very fun skills, but using a lot of Fist and Shield right now. Not much Spear. Which is kind of odd as a DPS. It would be... I can still criticize Warden even though they are my favorite class. There are some things... Oh yeah, stay up. That was totally my fault. But yeah, I still like basically every class in any game. I could come up with something that I would prefer just for my personal... what I would want to see out of the class. Either based on their fantasy or whatever is going on. Like with the Warden, I could easily criticize their yellow line that could be improved upon a lot. More damage output, or actually make it support based, whatever they want out of that, they could actually make it work for that. But also crafting ranged Orc Slayer, okay. Maybe they said big group of mobs instead of like a big mob. Because that would make more sense based on what we're seeing. We're seeing kind of bigger groups of mobs. But yeah, this instance is really fun. I keep talking about that, but I'm really enjoying my time in this one. I wouldn't say the other two we ran were bad. They were just a little bit weird. But this one I think is pretty enjoyable to run through. Oh yeah. I keep wanting to go down and you gotta stay up here and tank these mobs. I wonder if like back in the day or just in general I'm playing this, everybody would go to the lever and you just run them to you, or people did this. I assume this was just the strategy, you know. I don't know why people would back in the day not run it this way, and that's probably where they get it from to run it here now. Hey Blood Bathory, is this remastered? This is not remastered, this is the original LOTRO we're still playing. No, there's nothing remastered about this. And it's just like if you're seeing maybe graphics improvements or whatever, if you've seen this game before in the past, it's they just like have been updating it and do continual updates to the game. Will there be one? Probably not, because there's no like... It's kind of unlike a full game release because it's an MMO. They just keep releasing updates and stuff. There wouldn't really be that. Sorry, I missed that. What did you say? Sorry, they were talking about this fight. Oh, this is the last boss. This is Thaguzg. Okay. So I just totally missed. I was talking about that and totally missed the description of this boss, but it sounds like we all need to stack and it's a distributed boss. Yeah, it's had continuous updates since its release in 2007. They've had a few expansion packs. They've had a lot of updates. We're coming up with update 24, which are kind of the major updates when numbered like that. They're released every like few months to a year or so. Probably every few months, because I think it used to be they would release about one a year, but now they changed it a little bit to do them more frequently, and now they're going a little bit slower again. But yeah, we're getting up to update 24. Oh, actually I do not fall. I'm not used to that. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't revive without you alive. Oh well, we got through it anyway. I didn't see any of the ads. The interface looks like WoW. Yeah, it's a somewhat similar game to WoW. They're both the same genre and were released in a similar time period as far as like games go, so there we go. So yeah, it's going to probably look a little bit similar, especially if you are unfamiliar with like the details of each game, and they do differ a lot, but just like a general look, they probably seem pretty similar. Okay, got a lot of stuff to roll on. Tactical stuff. It seems like something the Runekeeper would want. I'd probably want it for my Runekeeper, but I'm not on my Runekeeper. Yeah, I have this quest to complete all these instances, but I don't actually plan to do this quest. Okay, so we finished all the 3-mans, which was just 2 3-mans, and now the 6-man. The 6-man, this one was really fun. The last boss came pretty quickly from the second boss, but the first boss, it took a little bit long to the first boss and between the first boss and second boss. I feel like they could have stuck one more boss in there for my personal instance taste, but yeah, that was pretty fun overall. Yeah, I like this instance. Thanks for joining. I do want to run Turtle. I know we only have 4 of us. I don't know if you all want to stay if I try to form a group, or I could also just join a random one. But if y'all are interested. Okay, yeah, once I run it, I'll be able to get my first stage ally, so that's exciting. And Blood Battery, yes, I did roll for the drops. A lot of them. Some of them I passed on the ones I didn't need, but a lot of these are just like random useful things, like these decorated Heritage Rune of Learning. There are relics which would be helpful to basically anybody in the game. But the specific pieces of gear, like the earring, I did not roll on. So yeah, I will try to form oh yeah, we're back at the Warden Trader with that. Do y'all happen to know how many tanks and healers are normal? I think it's 2 tanks and 2 healers from what I've run. I don't know if there's another standard that's been set. Yeah, I was just wondering if it was still like the standard 2-2 that we've run it in the past. I don't know specifically. Turtle. Did I spell turtle wrong? For some reason that looked really weird, and that's why I was like, I didn't finish typing it. Why does that look so weird to me? Yeah, this game is pretty interesting for a game in 2007. It's still pretty old, like graphics looking. I would say it's not the best looking. It's also not horrible looking. We should probably convert this to a raid. There we go. It must be have been a long time since I've actually seen turtle spelled out, just because that looks so weird, even though I know it's spelled right. Okay, and you got to see a movie. I actually missed that message that you said you got to see a movie, but hope you enjoy the movie. It's been a long while since I've actually seen a movie. I'm not the biggest into movies and not the biggest into going to theaters to watch movies, although it can be fun. raid invite. Got a few hunters, and the good thing with our group is I can always, the captain and I can flex with the tanking, and the captain can flex with the healing, so we should be set as long as we get like one more tanker healer. Even a captain like that is nice. And I believe Jin there is actually switching to another character, so we should be okay on that. But yeah, I'll get my first age. That's exciting. We can go ahead and go somewhere. I guess I have to go here to see it, but I have to go here to get the first stage, but then I will have to go, I'll have to stay here rather, not go here. Go to the Dolphin View would probably be the easiest to get the Forge Master and Relic Master. Getting a lot of people here for Turtle. So you like going to the cinema as well, but unfortunately you don't have anyone around to go with. Yeah, I could sometimes run into that issue as well, especially like some of the movies that I'd want to see. I don't know if people, my friends would really be too interested in them, but maybe sometimes, yeah, everybody flaming, okay. So we have 7 in our group, but we already have an 8th with, Jenna, who is switching characters, I believe. Kind of hard for me to keep up with this stuff at this point. That's not her fault, is it? Sorry, I did not realize that was actually your minstrel. So Madrigal. Okay. I was like, I thought maybe, and then yeah, we'll move her to our group. So we have 3 people in our kinship running this. Yeah, there we go. Hey Yugal, would you mind being able to off tank to at least taunt off sometimes? Okay. So the last movie you saw was Avengers Endgame. I have not seen that. I'm not too interested in seeing that. I might talk about that a little bit later. Oh, there's Sabers. He either used to be in our kinship or is in our kinship. Hope he hasn't left. Expert Turtle. Okay, let's go ahead and get Filical here started. There we go. Oh, somebody might have been too low level. I would have had to kick them anyway, but I'll see if they want an invite back. I'm kind of missing my tells. I don't know if he wanted back in, but I'll re-invite him just in case. It's kind of hard with managing this. I guess I could ask him first. But just want to make sure I don't leave him out in case he wanted it. Okay, doesn't look like it. Okay, once again, good luck with the movie. I actually finished didn't finish reading your message. You said you don't really like the Marvel movies, but that one was good. And you were surprised big time, but you gotta go. So yeah, good luck with that. Hope you enjoy it. And we got our last person here. We should have 2 healers. I don't know. I guess as the raid leader I should organize that, but we should be okay. Looks like one of the runekeepers is on healing, maybe. Just need 2 of them to be... I should have this chat to have raid on it, right? Yep. So to talk a little bit about Endgame in the Marvel movies, I'm kind of the same way because I think they make I think they've made way too many movies where there are just too many that I have lost interest in it. Like some of the individual movies might be good, especially the starter ones, like the very first ones with whichever characters. But when they got like all those people, all the Avengers and that type of stuff, it got a little bit too much for me to stay interested at all. And that's kind of why I didn't really have interest with Endgame. I also haven't seen the movie before that. Okay, yeah, you just need to taunt off when the dot gets really bad. But yeah, this is a big turtle boss. That's what he's called, the turtle. His name is Nornuin, apparently. I always thought he was Philical because the name of the instance is Philical, but apparently that's not his name. Oh no, he's already taunting off. Well, I can taunt off him when not gets too much. Okay, just let me know when you need me to taunt off. Or he's attacking me now. I pull a lot of aggro as a Warden just because they deal, they're the highest DPS tanks. Yeah, there was some forced taunt on there. There are a lot of debuffs going on with them, so it's hard to see. Yeah, the last mobs, they had 150,000 health. Now they have 2.7 million more health. Which is a lot. This one we have 12 people, so he's going to die. I don't know necessarily quicker, but he's going to die pretty quick for the total more health he has. So this fight, if anybody's unfamiliar, you have Gushing Wound. I think it's the other one. The one where he says he snaps out at Milrethel's flesh and then Yugal's flesh there. You like few people parties. This is not few people. They actually have 24 man raids in this, which is even smaller than something like WoW, which has 40 man raids, at least back in the day. And with WoW Classic, I guess they'll be back to 40 man raids. I'm not too familiar with that, to be honest, but wasn't stuff like, oh, what was that raid? The thing in near Tanaris? Oh man. Not Tanaris. The zone 2 west of Tanaris. That's gonna bother me until I think of it. But yeah, anyway, I think some of those were 40 man back in WoW. 4 to 5 max. Yeah, LOTRO party sizes are 3, and then you have 6, and then you go up to 12, and there is one raid I think that's 24 man, but that one I don't think was too successful as far as like people's performance and issues with lag and just bugs in general with 24 people. But yeah, there are a lot of things that are like 6 man, which would be the smaller size, and then 3 man as well. They do have small fellowship, which we were running earlier at the start of this for 3 man. And then we did the 6 man, but we only had 4 people with us, so kind of ideal group size it sounds like for you. I'm going to go ahead and force taunt off here. Now that he's almost dead, might as well. He wasn't really taking too much damage, but figure it's near the end of the fight, so he's probably taking just a lot of dot damage in general. So might as well go on with that. I love how simple this fight is in a way. I know it's just like a lot of people like complicated raids and complicated fights, but this one's just so simple for a change, and he's just a big turtle, so it's very thematic, I think, and just works. And it's fun to have something that's easy every once in a while. There are other raids which are more difficult and a lot more challenge, a lot more bosses. This raid's only one boss, one big turtle. And then there's also another one, there's only one boss, but it's more difficult to watch her, the big squid. There's a burglar's thing. A lot of loot that, you know, I wouldn't mind getting. Not the biggest deal if I don't get, but yeah, all that stuff. So now I can get my first stage, so that's exciting. And I will have 2 weapons, I believe. I will have both the javelin affilical and the spear affilical, so I could go with that cosmetic if I find like actual armor and maybe a warden's shield to match that. Now let me see what this shield looks like. I don't think he drops like a shield that would match that. This shield's actually not too bad looking. I might have some outfit that matches that. I'm really looking for a different outfit on this character though. But we can drop that. Yeah, that was pretty fun. That raid's always fun. Just quick to do. You run it 6 times, you get a first stage guaranteed, and then he also drops it. So I like that system after running something a few times. If you don't get your RNG drop, you can just get all the little tokens and then barter for what you want, which is what we will be doing. I need to talk to the Warden trader here. And yeah. Okay, so that was all I wanted to do. Got my first stage, so that's nice. And now I have run every instance and except Darnarbigad and have not completed the Watcher at least. Yeah, I tried it when we were first going through it when Jimmy and I were both like level 56 and we were having trouble tanking it. I think most people were 60. We were both just a little bit lower level, slower leveling. So yeah, we did that. That's the big squid boss, the Watcher, which is the Vile Maw. So now we need to identify this and work on it a little bit, I guess. Find a nice title for it. Use all these heritage runes. Level and deconstruct a lot of my LIs. So this is the fun part of an LI, all the work involved with it and all the mess and cluttered, not cluster. But I guess clutter could be considered cluster anyway. We can go to, here's a good place to do this, Dolben View. Actually, let's go to South Bree. I need a change of scenery. We need to go to South Bree and do it there. And today, this weekend at least, is also VIP weekend, as you might see in chat, that we get 100% XP, which is kind of odd timing with me just getting level 60. I don't want to say bad timing because I didn't really care too much that I hit level 60, to be honest. Like, it was nice, but, you know, I've been doing a lot of stuff that would have leveled me anyway, I figured, so it didn't matter too much when I hit it, but actually hitting it now that I'm doing this other stuff and getting rewards that I can use at level 60, it is nice being level 60. And it just happened to be that I got 60 right before the event. So I could have leveled faster basically with the event. So if you're looking to level fast, you could consider it bad timing. Or if you're looking to level slow, you could consider it good timing. But yeah, I could start working on my alts, which is a nice thing. Yeah. Have fun with the XP buff now. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of people are leveling ults here. See you. So, Android maneuver duration, shield, spear, gamut, power cost. Don't want any of those. That was the only thing I needed to reforge. We can identify this, identify this, identify this, and identify this one. Okay. So now we have stuff to deconstruct. I want to get everything to level 30 before I deconstruct it, preferably 31 actually, I think. No, I don't think 31's a big deal, just 30. So we go here, we'll deconstruct this dagger and hope it has some, so we got light damage. I should identify this first. So this one doesn't have light damage. I'll go ahead and get that, but I should actually, before I do that, I should level this spear to 30. We'll go ahead and equip it, and actually right now you might notice the new first stage spear is even worse than the teal one I have, even though it's first stage and all that. So like this skill does 374 damage, and this one does 416 with the old spear, but once we get like the DPS up, that's the main thing. That'll go up a little bit there. So yeah, that's just wanted to point that out, that LIs aren't the most important thing, and you can find higher DPS weapons like I was using on the way up. But anyway, we can apply some XP runes to the first stage and get it to level 30 so I can make sure I get all of the relics on it. So we'll go ahead and apply a couple of those and reforge it. Okay, so we can get ambush critical damage or shield tactical mitigation rating. Both of those I do not want, I don't think. I would have to look at a list of relics to know for sure what I want. You can actually look in-game now, they have a list. I believe with the new UI, maybe you might have to actually have an imbued LI to do that. Yeah, you might have to have an imbued LI to actually see the list, but I know like the LOTRO wiki, I know has that. And they have the legacy ones before the imbuement, so you can look at all that stuff. But yeah, we'll get what we want, and this is level 22, so we can still get a few more levels on it. I'll go and apply all this to it, and I'm going to eat through a lot of these, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. I need to apply them to it anyway, so I don't care too much. So we'll go ahead and reforge plus 472 XP. I decided to do the perfect amount. So surety of death damage over time. See, we got one we wanted. So now I can do like light damage, can go ahead and get that legacy and apply it here, get rid of Fist Spear Gambit, power cost. Yeah, the Shield Gambit buff duration could be nice if that includes the HOTS. I don't know if it does. I don't think it does. So yeah, we got that one. So now I have two LIs. One of them is 34, so we can go ahead and deconstruct that one as well. Let's see, where is that? Here it is. So we'll deconstruct that one. This one doesn't have any legacies that I really want that I can extract. The one I would say is maybe the debuff from marked and diminished target, so we'll go ahead and select that just in case it's better than other things. And I do have some other legacies. Actually, see here I have like surety of death damage over time. I already have that one though on it, and then I have conviction healing, so that's actually range. That's for the javelin. Still need to work on my javelin, of course. I'll go ahead and deconstruct all these relics. Don't need those in my inventory anymore. Okay, so we have this axe which is level 23, so I'd like to level that up. There we go. I'll go ahead and unlock it, but we need to get it up to 30 as well so I can deconstruct it. And right now it actually doesn't have any what are those called, legacies that I don't want. I do want to look at it. I should have it slotted since I can do that, but I want to see what recklessness. So recklessness critical rating can get up to 2500. So recklessness is the DPS cooldown, so that'll only affect the red line. Is first of all what you'd have to consider with that. And then 2500 critical rating is kind of nice, but I don't think it's the biggest deal. So I will look. I can actually show this to you. I'll open a guest window here if I can see how. Why am I... There we go. So LOTRO wiki Warden legacies. This should come up for you all in a second. There we go. You can see all the apps I have open. But anyway, we have still on Google here. There we go. So we have, this is imbued legacies. We want pre-imbuement legacies. So we have for the main hand weapon, we have a lot of minor here. Range damage, that would be one I want. So we have range damage and surety of death damage over time. And then I also want spear gambit damage. Haven't seen that one. Light damage. So yeah, that's only like 4 I want, and the main stat ones are a lot less useful, so you can get main stat I'll go ahead and just minimize that, but we can go way over here and you can get the main stat one, so you have like Legacy of Will, Vitality. Those are a lot worse than they used to be since they nerfed the main stats. At least Agility and Might would be the other two I want, but yeah, Vitality would be the option I'd consider with that. Also need Starlit Crystals. I don't know how expensive those are or how hard they are to get for like the level 60 versions of those, so that's something I would consider, but that increases weapon DPS and would be by far the biggest thing. So speaking of weapon DPS, this is of course the first thing I'd rank up, and we already see a significant improvement in weapon DPS up to 115.7, so it does out damage the other one now. So we have like 458 with my old spear up to 463 with this. And on top of that, I haven't even put in my relics yet, which will also increase the DPS here. So as far as the relics go, I would actually meld the, let me see what the singular ones look like. So we have singular, probably singular Rune of Power that gives mitigation and mastery, but we'll see what this unique rune looks like. Unique Rune of Power is the same thing. Unique Rune of Courage, I don't really want too much. One thing to consider would be the decreased attack duration of the Unique Rune of Wisdom, but I don't think that's the most effective, and it would be better though if you are at the mastery cap, but I don't think I will be that close to the mastery cap. I'm actually, before I actually say that, I am pretty close to the mastery cap. I'm at 190.5%. I can get to 205%. I believe as a Warden we just get a raw 5% melee damage buff, which since it's a percent buff, I don't know exactly where that is, but it's somewhere in here. Plus 5% melee damage right there on this one. Grandmaster Weapons Training, so you can get up to 205% unbuffed. And then I also have to consider like scrolls. If I'm looking to cap my stats, I have to consider scrolls and stuff like that, how they would affect it, and captain buffs and everything like that. So I'm actually probably really close to the unbuffed cap right now, even though I'm not at 205% physical mastery. If I consider all the rating buffs that I could get from stuff like that, I'm probably pretty close. So as far as raw physical mastery, I don't actually need that much. And I could consider like going with these relics and maybe replacing gear with tactical mitigation ones like this chest piece. So that is a consideration that there would be. I also have like a lot of other pieces of gear. And the good thing about relics is you can easily slot them in and out, so it's not the biggest deal that I like spend all this time crafting a certain one when I might want another one anyway. One thing I am concerned is I actually need, let me see the difference of these. I just need a lot of tier 4 relics for the 61, and that is 485 on that. So it is a little bit better. The level 61, of course, is better than the 51. But I do want to look at the rest of these, the settings. The singular setting of endings, that one's pretty good because of the devastate magnitude and critical rating. So I think that one's pretty good because you get the, once again, both of those things. And you do lose a little bit of mastery that way, but again, I don't think I really have issues with mastery right now, and mastery being the biggest effector of DPS, unless it's like 2 to 1 with critical rating. But my critical rating is also not really bad. I would ideally have it a little bit higher. And you know, like my finesse I would also have higher, but I don't know how much I could really optimize my gear. I don't know how many options there are specifically with gear, so kind of just building my LI off of what I have now. I would probably try to get these 2 singular settings, one for my javelin of course, which again I don't have that right now and don't have it equipped, but yeah, I'd get for my spear right now, I'd go ahead and just get the setting of endings, and then the singular Rune of Power here, both the level 60 versions, and then the gems, I did not see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything for physical class. For a tactical class, you could use the singular gem of Charity. That'd be pretty good to get mitigation and mastery at the same time. But as far as gems go, I have, let's just look at the gems. This is a place to look at them. We have agility and critical rating both on 1, so that's pretty nice. And to look at the setting, the other option besides the devastate magnitude, that thing would be just raw mastery and morale, which if you really wanted the mastery would be good, but I think the critical rating provided by the setting one, the singular setting here, I think that would actually be better. And it's slightly less. You want 2 mastery per critical rating, 2% mastery rather, per 1% critical rating is about where they're roughly equivalent for your total output. But just the high amount of critical rating this provides, I think, makes it worth it. And on top of that, you do get the Devastate magnitude. So when you do get a Devastate, you just are even stronger with that. So yeah, we'll work on getting some tier 4 relics here. I don't know what my relic situation is, but I have plenty of tier 2 relics, have a lot of tier 3, so let's go ahead and auto-combine 50 of the tier 3. Should have plenty of tier 4 after that, but we'll see if I can meld. Yeah, I can go ahead and meld a singular setting of ending, so that works. We'll meld that, and on top of that we will meld a singular rune of power. There it is. So there we go, got those 2 relics I want, so we can go ahead and slot those here. I do want to see the critical rating, so my critical rating right now is 18.8 and 3.9. So if I go with that, yeah, it goes up quite a bit. It goes to 20.6 and 4.4. And just to compare, I do want to see how the mastery changes with this, which would be roughly equivalent to the setting. The mastery I would get from the setting, like the alternative setting here, is a little bit more mastery, but it's kind of roughly equivalent. Could be a decent gauge for how much mastery I could get from the other one. So I'm at 190.5, and if I slot that, I am at 193.9. So it's a pretty big jump on that. Actually, it's like 3.4%. So yeah, that's about the same, I would say, for these two. And just because I have a ton of physical mastery already, I think, especially with the rune, I do think that critical rating devastating one will be better for me. So yeah, that was pretty long to get through, but hoping this part is kind of helpful for you all. This is a very big LI experience, and that's why I'm just like going into such detail with this, if anybody is wondering why with that. But yeah, the gems I would like to get up a little bit. I might auto-combine a lot of my tier 2 ones because I don't really need them anymore. So we'll auto-combine all the tier 2 ones, and then just auto-combine, or just combine rather, the gems specifically to tier 3. So this will be a bit slow because I have to manually do all of these, but man, I remember when you had to manually do all this to combine. You didn't have like all this auto-combine stuff. But yeah, because I want the runes and settings to stay... Oh, I can do all the tier 3. Great. It's the tier 4 that I want to specifically combine the gems. Okay, that was just a preview of the way you used to have to do it. But yeah, because tier 4 I want the runes and settings specifically, I'll just go ahead and combine all the gems. And the gems I want to make a nice tier. 10 would be preferred. I don't know how much I care to get all the way up to 10, but we'll see what I can get right now and evaluate from there, I suppose. So that was nice, I was able to get all those. So tier 5, might as well auto-combine. Tier 6, don't have many tier 6, so if I go to refine, I can see what all I have. Tier 5, I don't have quite what I want in that. I want a gem, so I have a few tier 7, can probably go ahead and go up to tier 7 at least. Let's see, where do we do that? So let's combine tier 6, and then yeah, tier 7 I can combine to tier 8, I think. Oh, I got the one of endurance is the one I want. That one's really nice. I don't know the difference between tier 8 and tier 10, because that's what, pretty close to tier 10, but it's going to be hard to get all that way. And I think if I do like this temporary, I could always replace it. So just to compare, we have 25 vitality and 1147 critical rating. It's 3 more vitality and almost 100 more critical rating. So a little bit decent difference, but getting all the way up to tier 10, I think I'll go ahead and equip what I have now because I have what I want. And that will be pretty helpful for me. So that'll give me a bit of morale and a lot of critical rating again. So my crit is going pretty nicely. It's at 22.4% now, and the devastate's at 5%. So yeah, that's pretty nice Again, my physical mastery is really high, 193.9. Legacies, we got that worked out a little bit. I think I got about all I could do. I can still do the axe, so we'll go ahead and finish out the axe. We kind of stopped in the middle of that, but yeah, we'll get the axe up here. I think I need to do all of these at least. And it's level 27 now. Yeah, we'll have to apply basically everything to it, I think. Still 27, and we'll see what this does to it. Very started 28, so yeah. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping this 28,000 can get it up a bit. I don't think it will. Oh, I have I didn't realize I had it 217,000. This might 42,000 maybe. Got level 29. It's very close to level 30, so I can actually get that item XP, I think, relatively easily. I can just go to the skirmish camp here and actually get one of these heritage runes, but figured I'd use what I have first. But yeah, we can go to the legendary item guy and get heritage and just get the cheapest one here, and that should be enough. I don't see it not being enough because that's 40,000. That's quite a bit. Get back on my mount, which is unfortunately still a goat because we've been stuck in Moria ever since I kind of stopped with Lothlorien. Got level 60 and started doing Moria instances. Okay, so that's ready to reforge, and hopefully I get a nice legacy. We got range damage. That's one of the ones I wanted, so that's really nice to see. So that was all worth it, basically. Now, to make sure I can actually replace it, because we do have to worry a little bit about the specific legacies they're on. So this is a minor one I can replace. Do I have all these minor? For some reason I feel like I should have. I'm going to bring this up again. You all can see it. So I have like all these. I think this will work. Oop. There we go. I have all these minor legacies, it seems like. I have like light damage. I can replace that even though I don't want to replace that. That one's actually a major legacy, so I want to keep my major legacies intact. Which, of course, the only major legacy I wanted was maybe the debuff. Yeah, maybe the debuff, if I'm able to get it. That one's not too big of a deal. And that's about it. Spear gambit damage, that was the other one. I know I don't have that one. Pretty sure I don't have that one in my inventory either. Yeah, I don't have that one in my inventory. But I am safe to replace, say, gambit life tap damage. Is that one a minor? That one is a major. I'd like to keep it major. Because I think I don't know if I can replace a major with a minor. This is a minor. And I'd rather not replace a major if I don't have to, but I might have to. I'm not too sure, honestly, how exactly that works. But just based on what I think, that's how it works. That you can't replace a minor with a major. Oh, I can do this one. This one's a minor. I didn't even scroll down. I could. Hold up. There are a couple others actually, so we'll go back to this one and see what's going on with that. There's actually, this one's also minor, the shield tactical mitigation rating. Okay, I also have the marked and diminished target debuff rating. Yeah, this one I could do shield. I'd do this one before the gambit life tap damage. So yeah, we actually got a few of those that I wanted. I didn't even know I had the other one. So I think at this point, it's not too important to level it up much, other than what it just like naturally level up at this point. I do really want that light type damage. That is really strong. That's actually something, it's only tier 1. Actually, it's tier 2 right now. I'd like to get that higher tier because it's so good, and I could get a lot of damage from that because light type damage is my main damage type. But we got up to plus 3%. Which is kind of significant for Wardens because light type damage, you know, we have like this 20% light type damage in our trait panel. And it's just really strong overall, a nice thing. So yeah, that I'm going to look for a couple things in the auction hall, but like a crafted relic is what I'm looking for. I'm not too sure on that, what we'll find with that, but we can search here just see what's up with that. Sealed and fused relics. Yeah, so we have like the sealed one of Morale there. Would be what I will probably get. Well, a lot of this stuff is cheap. Not the 10 Fate. Don't want the 10 fate, but like these tier 1 relics, they seem kind of cheap. I don't know, maybe they're... Well, I assume they're super easy to get. So the sealed miner symbol of morale, that's 50 morale for 3 gold. I don't think so. Well, it's nice to have that. I just don't think that's worth it for whatever I do. I just don't consider that worth it. The 100 morale is a little bit more worth considering, but not 10 gold worth it. And it looks like even somebody bid 5 gold on that, which is crazy. Scrolls, we have like scrolls of empowerment, I know, scrolls of... Oh yeah, also scroll of delving, I'll want that eventually. A scroll of delving and then the scrolls of empowerment. Starlit crystals are another thing I'll want, so we got a lot of stuff going on here with the allies. Those are actual allies, the class items and that stuff. So let's look at, get rid of that, Starlit. These are about 40 gold each, so I don't know, maybe I could get 40 gold easily. I know on like the regular servers that's not all that much, but it might be a bit harder here on the legendary servers. With Shadows of Angmar, I was more familiar with how to get gold, but because I was so late to the level cap here, I feel like I'm a bit behind in the gold department. Only have 18 on this character, while I was sporting like 50 pretty easily on Angmar, it seemed like. So yeah, that we'll see with the Starlight Crystals, but they would be a nice thing. I think they improve the weapon DPS, which would be, of course, the biggest impact thing, so that's why it'd be like really nice to get those over anything else. And they are what I would prioritize probably my gold on at this point, actually, even though I hate spending gold on stuff like that, but I think it'd be worth it, actually. Okay, so that was a really long session on the legendary item, but I'm probably going to actually share this little part later and kind of timestamp that, because I feel like it was important and fun to go through, and hopefully it was helpful for some people with just the general system of the LI, and I had fun sharing my thoughts on how I was building this one. But yeah, we got the LI here. Pretty set up. The only thing is I'd get a higher tier gem here, and I'm happy with my settings and my relics. My settings and my runes specifically of the relics, actually. The runes, the base ones are really bad, so that's a huge improvement over the other one. And yeah, I like the critical rating. All the critical rating I got has really helped with that, and I'm already really high on my physical mastery, and I'll try to get this character some decent gear. We have some crafters in the kinship. I'll probably send them a bunch of random things and hope they can craft me some stuff. That would be nice. Assuming anything's an upgrade, I'll have to check my tailor, actually. He should be able to make some like medium armor type stuff and cloaks if there's anything I could use with that. My warden's also woodworker. I have supreme tier. I don't know like warden carvings if I can make level 60 ones. Oh, I can make huge upgrade ones. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. That's a lot of tactical mitigation. That's a pretty big upgrade. Even the light type damage, if I want DPS, I could have 2. No, I didn't know that. I guess I knew these existed, I just forgot about it. But yeah, that's something to look forward to for myself. Okay, I have talked a lot the past what feels like a half hour. I don't know when I started this whole like legendary item rampage, but ooh wait, that is finally done, and I am think done here with the stream. There's not much else for me to do. That was a lot with the allies again and a lot of talking again, but yeah, we've gone over 2 hours apparently with that, and I had a lot of fun running the Lothlorien instances, which is what this started with, and then we did Halls of Crafting, which was interesting. That one was really fun as well. That one's fun to just run through, and the other ones were a bit interesting. I don't know how much replayability they have. They'd be fun to do every once in a while. I think the Water Wheels one was not that appealing to me overall. It was like interesting to go through, while the other one was interesting to go through. The other one was more fun to go through, which would have been, I can actually pull it up so we know what I'm talking about. The Mirror Halls, that one was a little bit more fun to go through, I would say, and then Halls of Crafting was pretty fun, but I still feel like 1 or 2 more bosses could have been really nice for it. And as far as other instances, like I said, I have not finished Vile Maw, haven't actually killed the Watcher, but did that with my kinship when we were pretty low level and just starting with Moria. We tried to do it, never did it, and I assume they did it by now. And then we also have Dar Narbogud, which I plan to join them tomorrow. I hope to join them, rather. I do plan to, but I don't know, something might come up. The weekends are always a little bit questionable with me, even though I like to be able to play on them. And I don't think Saturday I would be able to do my morning stream if that comes up, but I'll update you all. And I do have a special video planned for Saturday specifically this weekend. That one I'm pretty excited for. And I hope you all enjoyed this stream. And if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more. And thanks for watching and joining, everyone.